Hi, I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amused Now, and I'm here today with singer-songwriter and comedian Olivia Thai. Hey, Olivia.
Hi.
Congratulations for winning our ReverbNation featured artist contest.
Thank you. I am very, very excited to be here.
We picked you because we love your honest and raw sound, your lyrics, and your single, Why I Stayed. Tell us a little bit about that song.
So that song was written inspired by domestic violence cases, and it was heavily inspired by the hashtag Why I Stayed, which is why the title of the song is hashtag Why I Stayed, because that was one of the biggest hashtags on Twitter, which was dedicated to victims of domestic violence, and they were talking about why they stayed in those relationships. And I think I tried to capture the essence of a victim of domestic violence into that song. And I think that song in particular has brought me to the most tears out of all the songs that I've written.
Well, it is a lovely song.
Thank you.
I watched all your videos and I love how you record the raw and honest versions of the songs as you're writing them. I absolutely adore Straight Shooter. What's the story behind this song? Has someone finally treated you right?
Well, that song, I always introduce it in my live shows as the song about people who beat around the bush and I just don't understand what they're trying to say because I've always been sort of blatantly honest or maybe a little too honest. I don't know, maybe it's the comedy thing. I don't know. But that's really what I wrote it for, was people who just couldn't figure out how to say things straight on, being straight shooters. But what's funny is that I was actually having a conversation with a stand-up comedian, and he was telling me a joke about Gabby Gifford, and I actually don't remember the whole joke, but the punchline was it's because somebody should have been a straight shooter, and I was like, huh. And then I wrote the song right after that conversation. So yeah.
Do you plan to record any of those songs in your videos in the studio? Because I'd love to hear them.
Actually, a lot of them have already been recorded in the studio. They are unreleased. Nobody has heard them except for me, the producer, and other people that come by the studio. So, yeah, they're very, very exclusive tracks right now. The only fully produced recorded track that I have released of my originals right now is Why I Stayed. So, we're looking for possibly a release in the fall, but I'm not sure yet because some of those songs might be going to other artists. So I don't want it to sort of spoil it and me release it first before the artists that it was intended for release their versions.
Very cool. Selling your music. That's awesome. Before you were a songwriter, you were one of the main cast members and sketch writers for a comedy team with over 2 million fans. Tell us a little bit about those days.
Those days were so awesome and so fun and lovely, and it's just so great that I can look back on it and just see that that all happened so organically. Before that, I was still a music artist. I was always a music artist throughout this whole time, but during that time, I was sort of in this phase of, do I want to be a music artist ever again? Should I? And then it was just a point where I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go and do this comedy thing, and it's all for fun. I thought. It was all for fun. It was all organic until it got to a point where it got a little bit more serious. And then I was taking writing classes with them, and I was writing sketches with them, and doing so many more things in the company. And those were really, really great times. And I'm just so glad and grateful that I got to be part of it. And now it's my brand has extended beyond music, and now I'm also a YouTube personality, which is something I couldn't have done by myself because I was just doing really music the entire time. So now I have this, now there's this sort of quirky personality that people are starting to see, which they didn't see before because it was just all in my music, which is mostly serious, but some of my originals were kind of funny, and I've always just had a weird, quirky sense of humor anyway. So now it's just sort of allowing both of those outlets to come out, which is just an awesome thing. I kind of feel like Childish Gambino sometimes. I've been compared to him a lot. So, yeah.
Why did you decide to pursue music instead?
Well, I don't think music has ever left me per se. Throughout the time where I was doing comedy, I was still running my academy. So my income and my life has always been surrounding music, and it has never stopped. So, I mean, I stopped doing music videos or videos on my own channel because I was mainly focusing on their channel for a good 2 years. But after I didn't have to work on their channel anymore, I was like, okay, well, now I can finally have time to focus on my own channel and just do what I've been wanting to do and been wanting to write. So that's how I guess I came back to it. It's because it just never left me.
Well, I'm so glad you still do your vlogs. They are so much fun. I love how you answer all your fan questions. You talk about makeup and you have such a good time with your friends. Why did you start the vlog? And is it hard to open up your life from your bedroom? Because it seems like you're just sitting on your bed having a good time.
um, I feel like going back to the straight shooter concept in the song, I feel like I don't have anything to hide really, and I just want to connect with people and connect with people on a different level than I have before. And when I was working with the comedy channel, it was all about, we are a certain class here, or whatever it was. It was just not in line with what I believed in, which is basically we're all people, we're all bleeding the same blood. We are all just in this together. And I personally respond to all the comments, or as many comments as I can. I I just have such a strong relationship with the people that support me and have supported me and will support me for all these years, and I feel like that's the least I can do for people who believe in me, is that I can interact with them and we can become friends and connect human to human. And I think that's the most important thing about these vlogs and different things, just talking videos besides the music. And I just sort of have issues with expressing anger or sadness through my speaking persona or just me being me. So when I do my music, it's a lot easier for me to have those emotions come out genuinely than for me to have them in my talking videos, because I prefer to just be happy, in my real life.
I hear you. I Everyone likes to be more positive on social media. I think that's the thing. When people are really negative or sad, you're like, that's not here now.
Yeah, and but I mean that's the I was just thinking about this the other day, and I think that's really where the music comes in. Is my music actually brings the social media circle to full circle? Is that it's not all positive, it's real life. This is the positive videos are the ones where I'm being dorky and quirky and weird, and then the ones where it gets a little real is when I do my music. And yeah, those are some real feelings I put on there.
You've done well with your videos. You have over 10,000 YouTube subscribers. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who want to know what your secret is.
um, I don't know if there's really a secret other than I don't know. I'm just there's I don't know, I get asked this question a lot, but maybe the secret is that I've just been on social media for 10 years now. So that might be one of, I don't know if it's a secret, it's just a fact. But yeah, I mean, it's just evolved from so many different things. And I was on social media starting from the MySpace days as a music artist, and I was, what, 16, 17 years old at the time, and now it's just evolved and become a totally different animal. So, but I've adjusted and just went with it, stayed relevant, and still wanted to connect with people as I did from the beginning.
It's good. We all have to learn how to adapt. Well, since Amuse Now is about artists helping artists, what advice do you have for other young recording artists who want to become a full-time musician?
I think the the main question that I ask a lot of fellow musicians that are still doing trying to do music and then also having their, I guess, their day job that's not music related, I just ask them, what's stopping you? Sort of like the Office Space concept. You know how he just wanted to sit at home and just do nothing, and it's sort of like, what's stopping you? What is stopping you? Oh, I mean, I know that there's a survival thing going on and everything, but I almost feel like if you're not putting in the same amount of time that you're putting in to make money from the day job, where do you think that's going to lead you in this music thing? Because music and my YouTube social media life is literally my entire life. Sometimes I sleep on problems and wake up with the solutions. So it's a hustling game. And I feel like if it's not something that you're that passionate about and it doesn't feel like breathing, then either work until it feels like breathing, or maybe consider it as a hobby. I don't know. I don't want to be discouraging in any way, but that's really what it is. And when a lot of people ask me that, I just really literally say that being a musician is really part of who I am. It's not a choice. I don't have a choice.
I love how you say that you have to put the same amount of energy into whatever your art is as you do in your day job, because that's what makes it, to me, that's what makes it bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. No, seriously. If you're putting in 40 hours into your day job, then maybe you should put 40 hours into your music, and then you will see it for yourself. Your music will immediately improve somehow, some way, because you're focusing on it. So, you know, I think that's the answer.
I think we're on the same page. So, so what's up next for Olivia Thai?
Well, I just made a very sad announcement last week because I think I was legitimately sad about my last show. And what I meant by last show, maybe it was a little vague, but I was sad about it. It was just that it was my last show because I had been playing a lot of small shows and sort of secret shows for about 9 months now, just sort of all over LA doing my little singer-songwriter life that I just wanted to live. By the way, I just found out that I could write a song about 9 months ago. So once I discovered that, that was really, really exciting, because then I just started going all around town and performing as many originals as I could. And I feel like that's sort of over and done with. I don't think I can do the shows where I play for like zero people anymore. So I'm done with that. That's my last show, and that was last week. I do have a few festivals booked coming in the future. I have daily videos coming to my YouTube channel, which is absolutely new. That was not something that I've ever done before, and I think I did pretty well for the month of June. Today's already the last day of June, and I've just been releasing a video every single day, whether it's music or a talking video or a vlog or whatever it is that felt like posting, I posted a video every single day. So that's what I'm going to be doing also for July. You're the first to know. So I hope that I can just keep that going for as long as I can. I think it's a really important part of being an independent artist, is to keep engaged with the audience. And if that's going to be my full-time job, that's what I should be doing, right? I mean, what else would I be doing if I wasn't posting and creating content for people, myself?
Well, that's a wonderful goal, and it also shows that you're walking your talk.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not very good at talking the talk, but I do walk the walk a lot and not talk at all.
Olivia, I had a wonderful time getting to know you today.
Thank you so much.
I wish you
Likewise.
all the best, and I'm definitely going to tune in and watch your video a day as often as I can.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Have a nice evening.
You too.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Kahn, founder of Amused Now. This featured artist presentation has been brought to you by Amused Now Entertainment, a website that enables artists to profit from their creativity. To learn more about Amused Now, visit us at www.amusednow.com or email me at ccon@amusednow.com.